Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Let's Get Fired. If you have any questions you want us to ask our guest or have any crazy work stories you want to share with us, go ahead and email them to us at letsgetfiredpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's letsgetfiredpodcast@gmail.com. Let's get into it.
Drake revived Kendrick Lamar's career.
Yeah, I also don't want to lose my job.
Those movies were made for dumb people, and those people are in Peru.
So anyways, I'm sure at this point you're wondering what this podcast is about.
That is a wild story, bro. That is a wild story. How are we going to bring past that?
Welcome to a new episode of Let's Get Fired podcast. I'm Drew Simon, joined by Quinn Johnson, and today we have two funny comedians from Spokane, Washington, comedy mecca, actually.
It truly is.
Yeah. Chris Jessop and Colton Drake, right?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah.
Just met Colton yesterday. Chris is my cousin. So.
Recently cousins.
Yeah, recently cousins.
In a whirlwind of circumstance.
Yeah, now very fun. But this is destiny, actually.
It truly was. We knew each other before we really got to know each other in a religious way.
Yeah. It was divine the way we became.
I think it's a Spokane fairy tale.
It truly is.
Yeah. Well, and this is fun because I've talked about Spokane a lot to Quinn, and it's a hard place to describe.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's a lot trashier than Seattle.
I don't know. You're from there, so I can't really speak to it much. I haven't been there for that long.
Is it trashier in Seattle? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. By quite a bit.
I feel like I could guess that.
Yeah, I know. You can.
But more homeless, I think, in Seattle.
Yeah, it's just a higher population.
I think per capita it's right on the money.
Yep.
Okay.
You're probably not wrong with
Shout
that.
out to Spokane.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Spokanistan, as they say sometimes.
Yeah.
Compton also.
The Spokane.
It's the place where homeless come up to you and they're like, I'm going to spit some bars. And you're like, all right.
Dude, it's really
right.
it's a very interesting trend that happens. I don't know if it's like just the size of our town, but there's like this weird thing that happens sometimes in the summers where the homeless population have like their own kind of like boom box. It's kind of like throwback style where they're like walking down. It's probably not a boom box, but it's like a speaker that they found and like patched together.
Oh yeah.
They're like just doing beats, literally freestyling down the road. And it's like just they're in their own vibe and their own, cipher. And I think it's just amazing.
It's a better use of. They're working on something. I've been seeing these videos on TikTok. This dude walks into like Walmart with like a JBL speaker and he goes, "Ayo, free concert!" And he just starts like rapping like in the Walmart. But it's
awesome.
very much like so you guys know what an actual homeless problem looks like.
They're not all good at rap either.
Well,
They all think they're good at rap.
Oh no shit!
They're not all good at
Speaking of
rap.
homeless, is Scotty G still around?
Oh, I haven't heard the name Scotty G in a long time. And the answer to that question is no, he's not around.
Dude, there was this guy who was meth personified.
Hell yeah.
Like you saw his face and it was just, and he was borderline homeless. He was always talking about how the cops were getting him on some bullshit warrants. He was getting arrested all the time.
That's awesome.
Like his first time he ever got booked for a paid gig, he got picked up by the police on his way to the show.
No way!
That's amazing.
Did they drop him off or?
Did he make his slot time?
And it's just like, it's one of those, he's such a character, but there's like characters who just have like zero like awareness. If he like knew who he was, he could have built a really good act around it, but like
Sure.
he just didn't know how special he was. That was the downfall of Scotty G.
It's one of the tragedies of comedy, which is seeing these crazy people like, you could be so good.
Yeah.
You could be so good. But hey.
It's like having the idea of like you have to be aware of how you're being perceived. Like that's a skill you have to hone as a comic, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand that because when I first started doing stand-up, everyone started being like, is he gay? And I was like, am I? And then,
Dude,
yeah.
same.
Yeah. So that was, so that's, hey, now here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Lean in.
We're here in Orem,
Leaning in.
which is the safest place for gay people.
Are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
Oh,
But
okay.
I didn't like realize that until like honestly, comedy helped kind of start opening the door of like. And I was looking back at things I had done. Like I've like
Those men up there are hot.
I've like made out with men at raves before, and I was like, but it's just what you do.
Just dudes
Just
being dudes.
just what you do when you're on drugs, right? And then like my friends were like, we didn't do that. And I was like, oh, just. But anyways, that joke I just told you has 1 million views on Instagram. Anyways,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, famous.
Yeah.
Also, you were getting DMs after that.
I was getting DMs. No, I didn't know this. The comedy church, Adam Browd, he posted this clip of me saying this joke, and like I had no idea. So like I just started getting like all these followers, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like we have no mutuals. I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then like I'd get DMs from these gay guys who were like, "You're like hot and funny," and I was like. What is like? Where is all this coming from? I was like, "What the fuck has happened?" And then I like saw the clip. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." But
Yes.
You're like, we're not at a rave.
yeah, what the fuck? But it is just like funny to get like followers and like you like almost get angry. You're like, why are you following me? Like, how do you don't know me?
You don't know me like
You don't
that,
know
bro.
me. But anyways,
Well, congrats.
thanks.
That's great.
No,
That's
it's
wonderful.
it's fun. My whole career's changed now.
Yeah, that's great. No,
Yeah.
I was explaining to Colton on the way down. I came out to my cousin at the exact same time that he came out to me.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was again a Spokane fairy tale. No, not really Spokane, but more Montana, rural. But yeah, so we had recorded an episode of my podcast. And he and I grew up together and all this stuff, and I had planned to tell them that I was bi, and I could tell that he was like wanting to say something to us, and he took a breath, and I took a breath as well, and as I was about to say something, and in that moment he said, "Hey guys, I have something to tell you. I'm bi," and he like explained it to us, and I was like, "Dude, me too. Like this is absolutely insane." And then he just goes, "Oh, that's why you dress like a lesbian."
Yeah. I know a lot of things make more sense when you look back on it. Like the night before I got married, me and my best man watched porn together, and then he watched me come on my stomach, and then I just got married the next day. And then he went on a Mormon mission, and
That's
just
great.
a cool moment for us.
That's
But
incredible.
I was like,
that's amazing.
but it's fun to
Good for you.
But like,
That is a wild story, bro. That is a wild story. How are we gonna bring past that?
Listen, Now listen. What I was trying to do there, I was going into like hard therapist, like, oh yes, and I was just felt like I was getting hit with left and right hooks.
Does Ellie know that
she
story?
doesn't love that story.
Okay.
Doesn't love that story. Also,
Okay,
she's
so which
like,
question do you want to ask first?
well, dude, she's like,
Did it pool in the belly button?
yeah, which I think it just went straight on my stomach. Because he went and came in the bathroom by himself, and
Okay.
I was like, "Did I would have let you watch me?" And he's like, "Okay." And then we just went into his bathroom, and I just came in my stomach. He was just like,
Nice.
"All right, that's what that looks like."
That's
And
good. That was a good job.
that's what we did. Fun
Wow.
night at the boys.
What were you watching for porn?
Oh,
Sorry. That's
okay.
two questions.
No,
I
it's
think
okay.
he was really into these things called like quickies, where it was like, oh, like they fuck really fast. It wasn't like black. There wasn't something fun like that. It was just like
Quickie sounds
people fucking
interesting,
super
dude.
fast.
So
And-
it's a quickie. So the porn. So he is expressing in that he is a fan of just
real fast. shit.
razzmatazz.
Get it in, get it out, and so that was a
Time crunch.
fun moment. And then
Like compilation
and then
almost.
My wife
It's
was
like-
like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's actually like you have some internalized homophobia," because I'm like, because I didn't view that as like, yeah, other people could be like, that's kind of like cheating. I'm like, no, it's just another guy. It's not cheating.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
And she's like,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, I guess I never really thought about it like that. I just thought it was just dudes hanging out. You know?
Yeah.
You just watch
Do you-
shit come. And
Do you do that with a lot of your friends, or just like
that
that
was
friend?
the pretty one-time thing out of nowhere.
Was that your first like sexual experience with another man?
Honestly, well, I'd show my dick to another dude before
Okay.
at scout
Parties
camp.
it. Oh, scout
Scout
camp.
camp.
Scout camp. Okay.
No cum though.
No cum. No cum at
cum.
scout camp.
Yeah.
Didn't have a bathroom.
Straight.
about that since?
Not really.
So you guys just...
Not really.
Do you hang out with him ever?
I mean, he ironically he moved to Portland like a month before I left, and then yeah.
Was it a going away show?
Yeah. I was like, let's bring this back.
Before you leave, I gotta show you this.
I gotta show you. It's better this time. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so it was just a fun little moment I had. You know, and one of those things too, like, oh, other dudes aren't doing this? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I kind of have more questions.
Go for it.
Was this the first time?
Coming on my stomach in front of a guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Also, had you watched porn with a friend before?
No.
No, that was the first time. And then how did you like initiate? Like, is it cool if I like whip my dick out and start doing this?
I don't even know how we got to the point of like, let's just watch porn together. Because it's crazy. I didn't know other guys would do that. Like, I not a Utah thing. Like,
Definitely not.
yeah.
So, were you guys inebriated?
No.
Stone cold sober?
Sober.
But horny as
In
hell.
That
his
is an
parents'
interesting-
basement.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the start of a true crime podcast episode.
Yeah. It's very fun. A fun story.
I've watched porn with one of my friends before,
Yeah?
Yeah.
but we didn't whip our dicks out or nothing. We like watched it. It was the first time I had seen like a hentai.
Oh.
So we were both like
Let's see where this goes.
just mad horny, but like
Yeah.
watching it. Like this is weird, right? Yeah.
This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is so stupid, but like we should leave it on.
And I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. A couple-
Sorry, I'm thirsty.
Oh my god. But yeah, so anyone else do that?
Interesting.
It's a fun start. To
I mean,
this.
I told
Did you do that before you got married?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I would say the
It's a
night
cool
before
story, dude.
I got married, we had to set up the wedding venue.
Mhm.
So we were decorating. Then Amanda and I got pizza. And she had like lactose intolerance, but she was just fighting through it to have that pizza. And then she got incredibly sick, came back to the apartment, and just threw up in the shower.
Ugh,
And,
hell yeah.
that's tough.
Then I helped like clean her up and then dust her off and sent her on her way to her place. And then we woke up at 7 in the morning the next day and got married. Yeah, so that's what.
That's
Oh,
beautiful. Well, once again, Spokane fairy tale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's better that night than the night.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
wedding
No,
night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if she was throwing up the wedding night, I'd be pretty upset because then I'd have to sexually assault her. But
Gee, many-
There we go.
No, you just team up with your bestie, bro.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm sure at this point you're wondering what this podcast is about.
I thought this is it.
Yeah, so we were all revealing deep,
yeah.
dark secrets
It's
about our
Well,
sexuality.
it's not what it's about.
Yeah.
It's definitely in line with.
yeah, it's in line with our values.
Okay.
It's Let's Get Fired. So we interview you guys, find out
Oh.
about your job history, and we decide if we would hire you or fire you.
On our team, we have a company.
We have a company, and it's the Let's Get Fired Podcast Incorporated.
Yeah.
And if we'd hire you for this fictional position,
What is the fictional
We
position?
don't know yet.
yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so we just got to be good.
Yeah,
An
you just
interview.
gotta be good.
And also, it's like
it's more of a vibe check.
Yeah, it's like based on your personality. It's like
check.
it's like if you're just a goody two shoe, never been fired, like followed everything to the T, boring, not as
Yeah.
into that. You know, so we've had one or two people like that.
Except then that one person who's like very good at all their jobs are like, I also jerked off in the parking lot at my work, and we're like, we like that.
That was the
That's-
craziest thing he did. But
Yeah.
anyways, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
So how about we just start with like what was the first job you guys ever had?
My first job was technically like doing a service for money. Is that what we're classifying as a job?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or filling out
Just do the first job you ever did. Yeah.
First job I ever did. First job I ever did growing up was this deal that my grandparents gave us where growing up in rural Montana, I grew up in like a wooded area, heavily wooded. And wherever, like my grandparents lived on this, this property where there was just a lot of trees. And in order to clean up the property, you had to pick up a lot of pine cones, right? And so what we would do, or what my grandparents would do, they would offer us a penny a pine cone. And they had a ton of grandkids.
My grandparents did the exact same thing.
Same thing.
In Spokane Valley, though.
Okay, there you go, right? So Yeah, so same exact thing. And we would just go out and we would grab a wheelbarrow or a bucket or your shirt flipped inside out, and you just keep on going. You just keep track in your own head. And then it turned into a game of like trying to mess up your cousin's count because you want the most money. So like as you're counting in your own head, you would go up to there and make sure you have your own count and you reserve it, right? Just remember your own count. Say you have like 25 in your shirt or something like that. You just have to remember, like, as long as I don't add any more to this, I can remember 25. And then as your cousin is picking up pine cones, you go 17, 21, 42, 45, right? And you mess them up. And then all of a sudden they lose their own count and they have to start over. And that was your time to capitalize on the pine cones.
Sounds like a game that the Amish would play.
I grew up basically Amish.
Sounds fucking horrible. You're like trying to get 25 cents. You're like, dude, I can't fuck this up.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm not hiring you after that. Just kidding.
So that was technically my very first job.
Okay.
I mean, this was pre-inflation. Like 25 cents gets you 3 Laffy Taffies.
It's true. No, you can go a long way. And we were frugal, you know.
Yeah.
You could buy
Scout is
comic
frugal.
books or something.
Oh, thrifty.
Yeah.
You an Eagle Scout?
I am.
Me too.
Really? I didn't know you guys did the Scouts.
We did the Scout stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Are you an Eagle Scout?
Yeah, I am.
God damn.
Are you an Eagle Scout?
No,
That's why you have the black mic.
I don't want to be a.
Hey.
I don't want to be a weeblo.
You
I
got the
can't.
They
card.
got a card.
Dude.
Got the card.
I have mine
dude.
somewhere.
I couldn't stand being a weeblo.
Yeah.
Weeblo is too weird, dude. You guys were walking around chanting that weeblo, weeblo. No, I can't do it.
Well, maybe the ones that you were around were doing that.
Yeah, that was in Cub Scouts.
You didn't get the arrow.
Okay, I don't know my scouts, dude.
Yeah, you gotta get
I
the
got my
arrow
arrow
light.
light too.
I don't know my
So-
scout stuff. Sorry,
No,
guys.
it's okay.
I'm the only Boy Scout
I
not
remember
in
my
here.
dad
Damn.
would be like, Arrow of Light's a big deal because when you graduate from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts, Arrow of Light's the only badge you get to take with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
The only
want
Cub
that.
Scout badge
No.
allowed on the Boy Scout uniform.
And then
The only badge we got to take with us was, the badge of being molested.
well, as long as you're showing each other your dick behind a tent at Scout
Exactly.
camp. Yeah.
Scout camp.
I'm happy this podcast isn't about who can tie the best knots, or else I would be at the bottom of that.
Ah, damn it, dude. Well,
I don't think any of us remember. I've never met an Eagle Scout who still knows how to do Scout stuff.
no.
Like
no.
everyone flushes. Maybe you were in Montana.
Oh, you're the pine cone
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
I flushed
You get a
that
badge for that?
information out of my brain like as soon as I was done.
Yeah.
Like, no, I can start a fire without matches pretty quick.
Hell yeah.
If you need me to. Give me a knife and a shoe
And a lighter. Yeah.
You'll use a lighter.
Yeah. And gasoline. Okay. Well, how about you? First job.
My first job I got was for this Thai restaurant. It was their grand opening, and I got the job, $15 an hour, to hold a sign that says "Grand Opening Thai Restaurant."
Hell yeah.
Right, but I would get free pad thai after the shift. It was a couple hours, and I would stand out there, and she's like, "I don't care if you want to use a chair." I had to make my own sign. That was a big part of it. But she didn't care if I used the chair.
Creative job.
Yeah, it's kind of creative. My creative writing skills came in, and then I got to use headphones too. So I just got to listen to headphones and stand on a corner and hold a sign.
Get
$15 an hour.
pad thai?
Yeah, and got pad thai at the end. It was a pretty good
Is
gig.
this in Spokane?
No, this is in Snohomish.
Okay, it's not Homish.
Actually, technically, it was in Monroe.
There you go.
Alright.
Even better.
I think. Yeah.
Sounds like a cool place, is it?
It's like an antique-y kind of town, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of towards Seattle.
All right. You ever been to Wenatchee?
Yep.
Partied out there.
You have?
Yeah, dude. It was after that whole mass shooting happened, we just went to my dude's house I knew in Wenatchee. We just went there, and this guy who's this Filipino guy, his literal name is Godai. That was his name.
Was he at
He was
the
there.
concert?
He was at the concert. And his name's Godai, and then he started busting out liquid Molly. We all started ripping that and just got fucking crazy in Wenatchee. So
Whoa, just
shout
rolling
out
in
to
Wenatchee.
Wenatchee? The
It
place
is
to
beautiful.
land.
Yeah.
That's
Gorgeous. Not as cool as Yakima though.
Way cooler than Yakima. Oh,
No.
God.
I hate it. I drove through Yakima and I was like, everyone here should kill themselves.
Dude, Yakima is brutal.
Yeah.
It's a
So
tough.
how old? Shit,
Whoa.
How old were you when you had the sign job?
I think like 17.
17 was your first.
I think so. Yeah. then my next job. Oh, you didn't ask about my next job.
No, go tell it.
yeah.
Tell it.
My next job was for Red Robin.
Ooh.
And I got hired as a dish washer.
Oh.
Pearl diver.
I was really hoping you just were gonna stop at dish.
I shoulda.
Just got
I didn't
hired
want
as a dish.
I don't want to dish about doing dishes, dude.
Dude, were you at Red Robin's? Did they do the bottomless fries?
Yeah.
But it's like they give them to you every like 45 minutes or something like that.
steak fries.
So I went in there thinking I'd like game the system, and they're like, "I'll get some more fries," and then like 30 minutes later, they're like,
There it is.
You have to take PTO.
honestly,
of the deal.
honestly, yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid, I remember the Red Robin. We thought it was so cool because they had a TV in the floor.
Right? Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a big selling point, I think, back then.
And then they would always have the Red Robin mascot just walking around, just popping in at people's booths. Yeah,
I was
there's-
lucky I couldn't fit
There's
in
a
that.
red,
man.
red bird costume. Like, yeah, it was like just a sadder Chuck E. Cheese.
I really despise everything about that. It's just a dude in a Robin costume.
Yeah.
Just like, how's the food?
Yeah, because there's like
talk?
there's
I don't
nothing
think
to
so.
do at Red Robin besides
so.
eat your burger. It's not like there's activities going
Nope.
on. So they're
No.
he's just looking at people while they eat.
Honestly, what they designed those
God.
buildings for is to get people in and out.
It's just a restaurant. Here's the food. Eat it.
Yeah, but they
Bye.
designed the building so it's so loud that like people have a hard time talking, kind of. So they will eat faster and get out, and then they can get more people in.
Oh my god. Got to flip this two top.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay, I've seen the bear.
yeah. So then I went from that.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking
I know,
about. Behind.
Yeah. Corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Corner.
Yeah. So you feel like did you feel like you were a fucking chef in there? Like
No.
Did you get the lingo?
Well, yeah, I know all the lingo. I knew all the lingo and shit. But I was not that good at it. Plus, I didn't like it. Like it sucked, and you would be there the latest. Like
Dishwashing's the worst. Do you know in Spokane Valley Players and Spectators?
yeah,
Yeah, that was my first job. I was a dishwasher there. Back then, I don't know if they still do. They had a casino in there, and yeah, they had the full bowling alley and arcade. And then on the weekends, they always had MMA fights there, and we'd go to like 3 a.m. when they had MMA fights.
Oof.
oh
That's
god.
brutal.
Then you're there for like another 2
And
hours.
then I tried to describe people like outside of Spokane where my first job was. I was like, it was like a bowling alley / restaurant / casino / MMA venue. And,
You know, what sort of business venture is this?
Is this Joker's?
that's a fun comedy joke in Central Washington.
If you're in the know, Salt Lake audiences.
Joker's Comedy Club in
Richland.
Richland. Yeah, that's
Yep.
the name. I almost said Richfield. Used to Utah now.
Yep.
Richland, Washington, right next to Pasco.
Yeah.
Saying all the things I like to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun.
great
It's like
spot.
it's a
Yeah.
comedy
Yeah.
club in a bowling alley.
Perfect.
In a casino.
Is the bowling alley active while the comedy's happening?
No, separate venue. So
Like
like,
separate
it's
they're
venues, the same
together,
building.
but-
It would be
Yeah.
sweet if it was in the bowling alley.
simultaneous.
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
Time your
I think-
punchlines between
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
it is
It's like
owned,
complimenting
Nice.
people.
it is owned by the same
Turkey.
people.
Strike.
Because when I got my check from them, my check said from Atomic Bowling.
Yep. Yeah, that's
So
the name of
it's
the
owned
business
by the
venture.
same people.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. I just barely featured out there actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a great time. It was super fun.
Yeah, fun.
Dude, well, you missed out. You should have been here about a year ago
Shout out
because
Mark
we had a fresh, brand new comedy club out here called Boxcar Comedy Club.
Oh, I heard, and you guys had Tom Segura do the opening
He opened
show.
it, yeah, and then 3-4 months later, closed their doors.
Oh,
Why?
a
Because
flat
the
line.
ownership was fucking retarded.
Oh man.
Well, they were just like not booking correctly.
I don't know
or
what the-
Also,
was
they
it?
like stopped paying people.
Yeah,
Oh well,
like,
I mean, okay.
makes it a little tough.
But
Yeah, tough to have a
I
comedy
mean,
venue.
I featured their Friday night show like 7:30, like so it's not even a late show, and maybe 25 people in the club.
Yeah.
In a club that's supposed to seat like 250.
Well, I think an
Yeah.
issue they had is like also you walk in there and it's like most of the seats are like movie theater seating. And,
it's theater style.
And
No
I'm like,
tables?
Yeah.
But
They put random tables right on the side of the
for like,
stage.
for like the VIP. But like, they do the full drink service and food. I'm like, if you're in the middle row, how are you supposed to put?
Yeah.
I'll
do it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so it's like from the jump, it was like this is already bad. But
Dang.
I got a feature there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Christina Hutchinson, fun.
Sick.
Yeah, she was cool.
That's great.
But yeah, it was weird to be like, that's the first place I ever featured at a club, and then just gone.
you know what? That means something. Though.
It's kind of cool though.
And they were having Rory Scovel was going to come.
I know, I was
and
so
everybody
excited
was
for
like
Rory
fighting
Scovel.
to feature there.
Oh yeah. Did he end up showing up?
No, they
No,
can't.
the closed right before that.
Oh
Ah.
no. Rory Scovel couldn't keep. I mean,
I know, I was.
No, nothing could save it.
Nothing. It was
that if you can't. I mean, that's
And the open mic
unfortunate.
was the open mic would have like 5 people there.
But like
Dang.
they just they just gave up so fast. They were just like, why isn't it selling out? Oh fuck! And then they just it was
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, I was
fun.
kind of got
Rest
to
in
build
peace.
that. Yeah.
So we got to be a little tough because if we hire Chris, it'll look like nepotism since we're cousins.
Well, I didn't
but-
mean to reveal that.
Yeah. Well, I
We're
think
not
I men-
blood
I think,
cousins.
I think I
Our-
mentioned it right away.
Our fans,
No, dude, it doesn't matter. We're
our
still
fans
family.
are figuring it out.
We'll be able to make it
Yeah,
happen.
no, they'll get to the bottom of it. They'll be like, who is this guy?
These guys
sorry.
look similar.
Connect the dots.
Yeah, so we're just doing like some vibe check questions.
Have another
We've
one of
had
those?
this-
Have another one of those? Thanks, babe.
Also,
but-
we'll take one. Shish.
yeah. Also, this podcast is brought to you by White Claw.
White Claw, the only claw that's the
Find the joke.
is black cherry flavored White Claw. The only drink that has 2 different colors in the title.
That was worth it.
White Claw.
More like salt and pepper claw. All right.
Oh, the claws are coming out now, Chris. The claws are coming out.
Yep.
We don't know if you can join our team yet. So hit him with the question, Drew.
Yeah. So this is a fun question we've been asking. What's your favorite guilty pleasure song?
Ooh, this is good. Or band or whatever.
Guilty pleasure song or band. Mm-hmm. All right, and this is for a vibe check.
Yeah, this is all.
All right.
This has actually been.
It doesn't have to be performative.
This is
we
actually-
just want to know you.
This has
want
actually
to
been
know
a
me.
very big part of the interview process.
This might be
lately.
the biggest
It's
question.
been
I brought it on pretty early, actually.
very big.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you turn on, I mean, it's kind of rounded the curve in a way, but if you turn on, "Can You Take Me Higher" by Creed.
Hey, you know
I
what?
like that.
I
That's
kind
a
of.
great
Hey, you know what?
answer.
I
It's
tried
tough.
hating that song, but just.
It's you can't, and
Also-
everyone was giving shit to Creed, right? Scott Stapp, he sings out the bottom of his jaw. Fuck this guy, right? Whatever. That's fine. It's cool, but he's been memeified, and that's kind of the unique thing, is because if you become memeified, then all of a sudden you're back in favor again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, when I
Yeah.
found out that the Astros won the World Series by listening to Creed,
That was pretty
that-
sick.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, those the Rangers.
Oh, it was the Rangers. It was Texas. It's the same thing.
But
So yeah, I would say "Higher" by Creed is my.
it's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause seriously, I'm like, I used to make fun. I mean, it's still a fun song to make fun of, but then sometimes it just hits. And you're like,
Great karaoke.
yeah.
Everybody knows it.
It's also, I'm like, I don't know who sings like this. No person's voice is just that way. Like, so it's very fun.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Colton.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, perfect.
That would probably be.
Oh, dude, these are some bangers.
That's,
These are,
oh yeah,
No.
not the karaoke guy though.
No.
I'm not Mexican enough to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense when you guys were talking about all those like homeless dudes rapping on the street.
Dude, I do love Tekashi. I think he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wait, so Takashi's the guy with the rainbow bright
Yeah,
stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
you like snitched on
Yes,
everyone.
he
and then-
snitched.
Wait, he
but like,
snitched on? Okay.
I
don't-
still
okay,
defend
so
him.
I don't,
I'll defend him right now. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. The question I was about to say, or basically say, is I don't have any sort of like compass or gauge on rap beef.
No way.
no.
Looking at you? Nah. Come on. Kendrick Drake, what's going on there?
You
That
know,
was my next question.
I know that
Can't wait for these questions.
I know you guys are probably thinking, man, this guy is not like us. All
Hey.
Damn.
right, that saves the white
Yeah.
coat bit. All right, fuck me.
Did you just call yourself a pedophile?
Oh, and they're family, dude. It matters, dude. All right. Family matters joke. Very good.
Hey, I like that. I wish man, how cool would it be if we all could say the N-word right now? That'd be
Oh, man.
really
I mean, what's stopping
spice
us?
up the pod.
All right, so what's the beef with Tekashi?
The beef with Tekashi? Well, he's pretty much out of the industry now. He kind of got blackballed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like flamed out pretty hard.
But he was awesome, dude. He was
Wait,
a great
he flamed
troll.
out because he wore rainbow bright teeth.
No, that wasn't it. He was just who he is as a person.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like
Flamered out.
snitching on people, and then I don't even know everything. Honestly, I can't remember everything, but like it was I don't know.
I'd hang out with Tekashi if you hear that, Tekashi.
There you go. 6ix9ine.
hit me up, dude.
Where you at, 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
Is he in prison?
No, not anymore.
He was.
He was, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, anyways,
He's out.
he exists. I saw this video. These dudes were in a New York subway, and like it must be like 3 a.m, and like someone's playing like a Tekashi 6ix9ine song, and like everyone's getting fired up. And the moment the beat drops, everyone starts fucking losing their minds. Like all different like races and cultures, all just like fucking going crazy for this song. So
Well, Tekashi 6ix9ine kind of got replaced by Lil Mabu.
I don't know who that is.
Lil Mabu?
You don't know rap, dude?
He's a white dude.
I never said I did.
He's a little white dude, and he does like drill
Okay.
rap. Yeah.
So Drake.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's this little skinny dude. You see him.
Yeah.
There's a video on Twitter of him like shooting a music video with a gun.
Oh,
and he
perfect.
and he tries to like put it in his waistband or whatever, and he like goes to take it out of his waistband and pulls the trigger. And then you just see like the look of shock on his face, right? It's pretty great.
Plaxico Burris.
That's pretty cool.
Lil Mabu too. I like you, dude. You're pretty cool.
Sick. Team Drake.
Yeah, I have been this whole time.
Wait, really?
Really?
Yeah, I've been Team Drake this whole fucking
I
time.
mean, I really should be surprised if you're like, dude, Tekashi, where you at?
Here's what I'll tell you, dude. Drake revived Kendrick Lamar's career.
I don't think I ever need to be revived.
Big Steppers,
No,
not it, dude.
No, Mr. Morale's incredible. I
no,
re-listened to it
no,
the other day.
it's not. It's really not. It's
No.
not something I want to listen to, dude.
It's not because it's not fucking like.
Damn was incredible. Damn was incredible.
Also, it's like Mr. Morale is not like like if you're used to listening to like Play-Doh music and like this is music for children, like like that's the Drake kind of
What a
thing.
nice insult.
Yeah.
If you're
But
used to listening to kids music.
Mr. It's not Mr. Morale. I think it's a great album. I don't think it's his best album, but I really liked it.
There was like 2 songs on it that I like, maybe 3 songs that are like worth it. It was like you listen to it once all the way through, listen to it twice all the way through, then you kind of find which ones you like. I just felt like I just didn't connect with it. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I am not the demographic for that album, right? Like same with I'm not the demographic for To Pimp a Butterfly. I am not that
Oh, dude,
demographic.
To Pimp Butterfly though is like one of the greatest albums. It's incredible. It's so good. Name a Drake. Name a Drake album.
You guys ever listen
better.
to VeggieTales?
Take care.
No.
Yeah, they got some cool raps on there, dude.
Okay, so
If you're reading this is too late was also amazing.
Nah, it's not been to Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, it's definitely on for me more than To Pimp a Butterfly.
We all have our own subjective tastes, just the same way that like
It's just a little too like I get it that he's just trying to fuse jazz and all that. It was cool. I just know that that's not for me.
No, that's totally
Right?
fine.
I'm not that culture for that.
It's everything's subjective, because it's like I like the people I'm attracted to. Establish like bisexual adults. My cousin's attracted to children. And that's just
Whoa, fuck.
everything's subjective.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Shout out to
You
him.
sneak those in, dude.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. It's just fun to do. It's comedy's about truth.
Yeah.
Here, I have another fun interview question. So, if a hidden video came out and was leaked tomorrow of a celebrity saying the N word,
Okay.
and they got ruined, which celebrity would you want that to be?
Oh. And this is a white celebrity.
Yes.
Funny, it's black
Yeah.
celebrity.
I was about to say Oprah.
Yeah. Something about Oprah saying it, you're like,
You're like, it's Russell Wilson.
oh, Mr. Unlimited.
Buddy, no.
I don't know. I mean, how about like, who do you think who do you think could get away with it?
Meryl Streep.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
we
yeah.
go,
Who's
yeah.
a white... What? Nicholas Cage.
Who's a white?
I don't think-
Who's
I
our
don't-
who's our white knight?
Who's a white
They can
knight?
get away with it.
I think Nicolas Cage
Yeah,
should
who's
get away
our-
with it.
Nick, honestly, he might be able to get away with it because he's such a wild character. Everyone's like, dude, let him do his thing.
Leonardo DiCaprio got away with it.
I think at
Yeah.
this point, if Mel Gibson said it, it wouldn't
Dude, he
change anything
Didn't
for him.
Well, I mean, it's
Really?
not. He's not a great example.
No.
Like Mel Gibson is not the first person. Like, he's already insane. How about like, dude? What if Joe Biden said it?
That would be...
On
very fun.
accident.
Honestly, no.
So many
Oh, yeah,
pilots
no.
back.
He said no. Yeah, all these Republicans like he's pretty sick.
But,
actually,
you know, people talk a lot of shit about
Yeah.
Joe.
Hey, Sleepy Joe.
He actually wins Idaho.
Yeah. I always thought when it said Sleepy
That'd
Joe,
be
he
so
just was
funny.
he just was tired. Turns out he's just not woke.
So the only way to save Joe is for him to say the N word. Joe.
Yeah.
I think right now, yeah,
And-
with that last debate, that might be the only...
Dude, then,
He has to just come out.
That's the only thing that'll save America. Oh
dude,
my
I would.
God.
The next debate should just be like who's better at golf. Like I don't like
Next
nothing
debate.
matters.
That's
like,
kind of what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were arguing about who's
I know.
better
They
at
just
golf.
play
Yeah.
a match and like I'll vote for that. Like,
Yeah, we vote for the winner.
Well, because then we can place bets. We do the over under on all that.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
you know,
That'd
it's
be
like-
awesome.
Plus, if they got to train for so long, I've been saying this a long time, but like they need to fight in Tekken. I think that would be really cool.
Oh, a Tekken match to decide who would be president would be awesome.
Yeah. And so you get so long with like, you got to pick your main guy, right? And then you just get to grind with that for like 3 months, and then you guys fight each other.
Oh.
Bam.
I like that's a way better way to do an election, or just like smash.
And
Just like-
imagine how many people would get good at Tekken, dude. It'd be great.
Oh.
It'd be a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, bring it back. Well, no,
Back Tekken.
well, I love if they did like Smash and like you don't know which character they picked forever, and then like the day of the debate or the game, it's like Joe Biden's picked Mr. Game and Watch, and you're like, oh,
Oh, shit.
what's going on here? You know,
Trump would probably pick
Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
King DDD.
King DDD. Yeah, which I respect.
I could totally
King
see
DJT.
Trump picking Ganondorf, dude.
No,
That's so funny.
he picks like who's not Peach, the other girl. It's
Rosalina.
Rosalie. Yeah, Rosalie.
Rosalina.
She's just cute.
There's also Daisy.
Oh, Daisy. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Okay.
I could see him picking Bowser also.
Oh yeah, Bowser. It almost seems too obvious. You know?
Yeah, right.
We all know that he just wouldn't pick Donkey Kong.
Really try hard not to. But then he hears the DK rap, and he's like, pretty sweet, kind of cool.
Stands for Drift King.
Drift King, Tokyo Drift.
Then he's cool with the Japanese. Boom.
What's DK stand for? Donkey Kong? No, Drift King. You dumbass. Like,
Shout out Paul Walker.
yeah.
He wasn't in that one.
Where's he at? Where's
he
Paul
at?
Walker at?
Dude, Paul Walker, he died when I was in Guatemala. One of like the Peruvian missionaries called me to break the news that St. Paul died. And
Brutal news.
yeah, I know. And then I laughed, and he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you gringos?" I told my American companion. He also thought it was hilarious. And
Well,
yeah,
Wait, does Paul Walker mean a lot to the Peruvians?
I guess so. They love Fast and Furious.
he's a white
Because
knight.
like those movies were made for dumb people, and those people are in Peru, and they really like those movies a lot down there.
Probably all those puff peppers.
I also know a lot of guys in Spokane that like Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in
Oh, yeah.
Spokane.
Trying to discount the amount of Americans who like this.
Oh no, we 2 weeks ago we were talking to our neighbors, and so it brought up Fast and Furious. I was like, oh yeah, that's a series they made for just the biggest morons ever. And then my neighbor's like, oh, that's my favorite franchise.
Dude, Fast and Furious is I think it's just dumb fun. You know who likes it? Christopher Nolan loves Fast and Furious.
There you go.
It's fun.
Really?
Yeah, he said he
That's
loves
awesome.
it because he's like it's just stupid and like
Mindless.
and it's like the stunts are crazy. He's like just like I'm like the moment they were like we're pushing for 10. I'm like let's go. Let's see how far we and it's
Let's
10,
see how
10
far.
Well, they're like they're gonna do 10-2. I think that's the next one
Wait,
coming out
10-2?
because they split 10 into 2 parts.
Oh, 10
That's what we needed was a
Yeah.
2-part Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I mean
That's the most Fast and Furious thing to do. It's our last one, but 2 parts though.
exactly. Yeah.
How fast?
So it is
and how
crazy.
furious.
When I was like a child, I remember watching the first Fast and Furious, and then like it's just been a constant.
That's
throughout,
awesome.
throughout our lives.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for 10, actually.
No, we're gonna go into disarray. Okay, so I'm sure we have some other question about your jobs. Have you guys ever done anything sexual at your job? Ever masturbated, assaulted someone, or anything like that?
No and no to both of those options.
Just want to make that clear.
I've
Yeah.
got. So I'm a construction worker. I'm a plumber.
Sweet.
I've gotten head before at lunch.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's great.
From a client?
No, from my girl.
Oh, okay, that sounds
Almost
fun.
got really excited.
I was about to say a plumber. I mean, it's supposed to be a vacuum situation. They involve a hose.
Kinda.
Multiple hose.
No. Well, kinda. Just kidding.
well. Okay.
Yeah, ever showed up to work under the influence?
No.
You're saying that. You're really trying to sell that one. I don't believe that at
Even
all.
when you worked at the comedy club? I think I just found something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, working at a comedy club is it's like working at a restaurant, you know? And there's a lot of people who imbibe on various chemicals. And, I mean, like, you're talking about working at Red Robin as a dishwasher. Like line cooks, waiters and waitresses. It's like it's the industry that catches all, it's the net that catches everybody, right? Like, you have a dude who's been, like, serving hard time. And they'll take him on as a dishwasher. Like, that's what happens sometimes. Not saying that that's what happens at the comedy club specifically, but yeah, no, there would be times where you'd be like, you know what, this crowd has been nuts. I have been, seating a ton of people, and we need to kind of take a break for a second, step outside, and then get back to business.
What kind of breath was that? Was that a oxygen or?
Meditative.
Oh, is there
Medicative.
something else that helps, felicitate that or whatever?
Yeah, I also don't want to lose my job.
Well, hey, don't worry about it.
What's this podcast called?
It's called Let's Get Fired.
Yeah, which I had someone reach out once like, hey, could you delete that episode? My HR just found it.
Oh.
So that was fun.
All right.
We're working at a comedy club. It's all jokes.
Yeah, it's
jokes.
this is a comedy
Yeah. It's
all good,
podcast.
it's all jokes.
Nothing is real.
Why would we say anything serious? Yeah.
Allegedly.
And I never came on my stomach. Never happened.
What?
Yeah.
No.
It's all jokes.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got
You got a creative
I'm just
mind coming up with that.
Improv master. Anyways, have you guys ever done improv?
Oh, did I get? I don't get the drug question.
No, you do. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, yeah. My whole apprenticeship, I was stoned. My whole apprenticeship.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got in trouble one time by my. This is a long story, but basically, we got this dude fired, and because he was horrible. Anyways, we get him fired. They bring us. He goes and like snitches that we were getting stoned, like because we'd show up, we'd smoke all the way there, get there on break. I had an oil pin on me, so we'd smoke all the way to break, and then on break we'd go to Safeway, get stoned, come back, hit the pen, and then the whole time, yeah, lunch, go to Safeway, get stoned, right, the whole thing. So he told on us, and so the next morning we were at a safety meeting, and they were like, "Hey, we need to talk to your guy." Like, picked out a couple of us, and he's like, "We need to talk to you guys in the conference room after the safety meeting." All right, cool. We go into that conference room, and the boss is like, "So I hear you guys are smoking a bunch of weed on the job." And I was like, "Not a bunch, And he's like, all right, well, don't do that.
And you just gotta keep your job.
Yeah,
Dude, if that happened in Utah,
totally good.
Depends.
yeah, it depends on the
I think
Totally
in
good.
construction, it's like they're just like, are they doing their work out there? They hitting the nail on the head? Like,
Dude, I got hurt. I got hurt super bad. I tore my bicep at work.
damn.
Right? And I was all worried about it because I was like, oh no, like I didn't want to tell the doctors that that it happened at work because I didn't want to get drug tested. Well, the doctor comes back and he's like, hey, you tore your tendon. You tore it like a textbook way to tear it. And he's like, honestly, if you go through LNI, blah, 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 they are going to drug test you, but I think you'll be good. I went through LNI. The drug test people, after I took it, called me back and they're like, hey, you did test positive for marijuana and hydrocodone, which is what they fucking prescribed me, right? And I was like, okay. Never heard a fucking word about it. Didn't miss a paycheck, and I was off for like 3 months.
Hell yeah. When I was applying for jobs in Portland, there like a ton of these places would have like on like Indeed, all caps, like we don't care if you smoke weed. It would, like that would be like a huge part of their like selling point was like it's okay, you can smoke weed. It's so
That's a huge selling point
Yeah.
for a lot of folks.
I wish I could smoke, but I can't. I just get fucking anxious. So
Well,
for me,
yeah, dude, I've had to take drug tests where I have like my buddy's pee between my legs.
perfect.
You know,
Nice.
yeah.
Dude.
that's stressful.
Yeah, well, it is too when you dump it into the cup and the cup you dump it into has a hole in it. Swear to God, that happened to me. I have my buddy's pee running down my hands. I'm trying to put my cock away because you're supposed to pee your real pee into the toilet and then you dump your buddy's pee into the thing, right? There was a hole in that cup. That's dumping all over me. So I was like, oh no, there has to be 3 ounces. I think we need 3 or 4 ounces is what they need. Anyways, so like I put my shit away and I like as I head outside, I'm like, hey, you gave me a cup with a hole in it, right? And I step out and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And it's kind of like running down my hands and she dumps it into another cup. And I was like, I'm sorry, that's all the pee I have. And she's like, oh, that's so fine. I'm so sorry that blah, blah, blah. She fucking dabbed it up, looked at it, she's like, you're good. Boom.
That's it.
That's
Woo!
crazy.
But
Make a stink.
My heart was fucking
Dude.
racing, dude.
That, I don't know if that would work here in Utah because they go crazy with the drug test here.
I mean,
Do they watch you pee?
No.
They don't watch you pee, but like,
Is it a
they have
5-panel
you
test?
empty out all your pockets and
Oh yeah. Well, no, dude. You wear 2 pairs of underwear. You slap it in your gooch, so underneath your balls, right? You have a like a hand warmer on it, rubber band it, throw it on there, right? You temp check it before you go in there. Make sure it's 98 degrees, or like depending on how long the wait is. You gotta do some calculations sometimes, right? So you know how much temperature drop you're gonna have. So you try to heat it up to like 102, so that by the time you flip it from here into the cup's going to be colder. It'll drop the temperature, but you want to be right in between 90 to 100 degrees.
So if you're telling me that you have to be a chemist
No.
in order to pass a drug test, that's the only way you're able to? Because that was pretty detailed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
also
just,
it doesn't seem. I feel like getting high doesn't seem worth it at that point.
Well, actually, I think this means you're absolutely qualified for this job. If you're willing to think
Yeah.
about all that,
Thank you.
Go through that whole process. Like these guys putting in the work already.
Thank
Yeah.
That is forward thinker.
I actually think it's yeah. Other dudes just walk in there and piss.
and
think
fail,
about-
and then
yeah.
they have to go to a class or something. I'm not doing that.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'm putting a hand warmer on a bucket of piss in my gooch, and we're gonna. Yeah, it's.
We'll
very
make it happen.
intense. Yeah, I like that.
So what's the most embarrassing thing either of you have posted online?
Posted online. I posted my ass online.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a photo of me at this place in Montana called Blodgett Overlook. It's this like hike you can go on. It's like a few miles away from where I grew up. It's really scenic, super awesome, fun little hike, super cool, you know. And we went up there, and I was like, you know what? They have that Nature Bums Instagram page that I've seen before. It's hit it's hit the algorithm, you know. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I can contribute. So I dropped trow and my girlfriend at the time took a photo from behind and very scenic and bang.
You don't
There
seem
it is.
embarrassed about it, though.
Nah, it's a butt. Everyone's got one.
Why would you worry about that?
Well, the question was, what's the most embarrassing thing you
Oh,
posted
yeah,
online?
I say that.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
I
good
mean,
point.
Some people would
Good
find that
point.
embarrassing, which is why I
Yeah,
guess.
but I can
we're
tell
try-
you don't. That's
Hey, you're trying to flex on us.
yeah, yeah. I just want something like you look back on. You're like, oh, 12 years ago you posted.
I posted wow one time
That's cool.
just because I wanted the attention. People
Like
being
on
like,
Facebook.
Yeah, I said wow, and then everyone's like, "What happened?" You know?
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get like these like Facebook like, do you remember when you posted this? And I'll be like, when I was going through like a real dark time in high school where I just kept posting like self-help quotes or like song lyrics.
Green Day lyrics.
Yeah, and you're like, man, things weren't going well back then. Or
Also, we didn't know how to be cool on the internet. I feel like that's different. Kids now are being raised to know how to be cool on the internet. We didn't have that. The internet came around, and then it's like we're all just trying to be cool.
Real
Oh,
deal
yeah,
breakers.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
Dude, this week I was getting, hey, you posted this 12 years ago, and I was like, 4th of July post. I was like, I'm so proud to be an American. I live in the greatest country in the world. I love this place. Pray for America. I was like, damn, that's
That's awesome. I still subscribe to that.
I have a friend. He had a Facebook memory pop up right after the Boston bombings, and he wrote a post like, "Whoever did this will be punished to the full extent of the law. We're gonna find you." Like it's just like it's like 14-year-old dude from Florida being like, "I'm gonna just get my opinion." And like,
dude.
I do miss more of those posts of just like. Because when you read them now, you're like, "Why? Who's this for?" You're just like,
Yeah.
posting for anyways. So.
Dude, I really wish Facebook was around when 9/11 happened,
Oh
so we
my
could see
God.
everyone's 9/11 posts. That way,
Now we see everyone's 9/11 posts now on Facebook. I
Yeah.
posted one where after Lance, the whole Lance using steroids interview with
I thought you were talking about my dad.
Oh shit!
That's
Yeah,
his name?
sorry.
Family matters.
Lance.
Lance.
Yeah.
I had no idea your dad's name was Lance.
Yeah, that's his name.
But I posted this thing about how I put into question whether or not Oprah used interviewing enhancing drugs during the interview, and like tried to make a joke out of it. And it happened while I was in college, and there was a few black teammates that I had that got really pissed off at me. They were like, "How dare you insinuate that Oprah used drugs? Like, is it because she's black?" And I was like, "What? No. I was just trying to make a joke. Maybe she like took I don't know, Adderall, something. I don't know. I was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry." But yeah,
No, that happens. Best thing to do in those moments is just lean in and be like, "Is because she's black?" Yeah.
It
Sorry.
is.
So that's my whole argument. Yeah. Okay. Well, I like that. What's like? You ever done any like theft at your work, like time card theft, or you ever stole anything from your job?
Oh
or-
yeah, I stole socks.
Hell yeah.
Socks.
Yeah, I worked at a
From the
sporting
pine
goods.
cone. Yeah.
I worked at a sporting goods store, and
Sportsman's Warehouse.
no, Bob Ward's in Hamilton. Shout out.
Hamilton.
They were like in the tryout bin, and they were like the socks that we would use that like sometimes maybe somebody else took a pair of socks from like a 2-pack, like from the sock that's behind in the little cardboard or whatever, and like try to be sneaky that way. So we would occasionally find stuff like that, and we were like, all right, so just like toss it in the tryout bin or whatever. So people walk in with sandals or whatever, try out some shoes. They don't have socks with them. They would use those to do it, right? And we'd get them laundered and everything. But there were some times where there was like really nice, high quality socks, and I would sometimes, maybe occasionally, allegedly, put them in my cargo shorts and clock out and walk out of there.
Dude, hardcore, man.
What brand were these socks?
Darn Tough.
I like that.
Darn
Darn
Tough.
tough.
Shout out Darn
They still
Tough.
around?
Oh,
Darn
Darn
Tough?
Tough. This is just a personal plug here. Darn Tough makes the best sock. Because if they ever wear out or get a hole in them, you can send them to them, and they'll send you another replacement pair for free.
Not tough to get away with stealing them either.
Exactly.
They don't know. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Gotta
Shout
keep
out
the
to-
tootsies warm.
What about you, Colton? Any?
I'm not a thief. But I've taken a lot of shits.
Like
just
an hour?
Like time theft.
You just go into the porta potty of your job and steal other people's shits.
Yeah, that's what I do. No, like sometimes I just gotta go, dude, and I'll just go. And then I'll be like,
Well, that's fine. If anyone's firing anyone for taking a shit, then
yeah, but it's
not
a
a place
few.
you wanna work.
Sometimes it's a few shits. You know what I mean?
what are you eating?
I guess a lot of fiber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Shout out to a good, clean diet, right?
Yeah. But I've never.
What does
yeah.
John Cena eat? That's what I eat. Yeah. Anyways,
Children.
children. Adrenochrome, where you at?
What? Foreskin.
Foreskin. Are you guys all circumcised? Circumcised, hand up, circumcised.
Yes. No. Okay.
No?
All right.
No, I ain't cert, dude.
So you're
Okay.
Actually is
you're wearing a
Mexican.
hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncut.
You're wearing your.
I haven't been genitally mutilated. Yep.
Your dick's wearing a beanie.
Sure.
That's wearing
More of a turtleneck.
It's wearing a pashmina.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We
Yeah.
ask that question every episode.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the female comics would come in, I'm like, have you been chemically castrated?
Yeah. Has your clitoris been cut off by a jihadist? Yeah, that's fun. What's a movie that you guys hate that most people think is really good?
Ooh, big one.
Movie that gets a lot of hate that other
Movie.
people.
Oh,
movie
or
that
Movie
gets
that I
love.
hate that other people.
Yeah, it gets love, but you hate
gotcha,
it.
Gotcha. Overrated. What I think is overrated.
Mm-hmm. Could be TV show too if you can't think of a movie.
TV show, easy. Friends. Fuck Friends.
I'm
I
with
hate
you.
Friends.
Yeah.
I hate Friends. Friends is not funny. If you look and watch it, I mean, it's heartwarming. Sure. You know, a bunch of friends hanging out, doing things. I'll be there for you. It's in the title song. Great. Right? But I don't find the humor in it funny at all whatsoever. You
I
remove
know.
the laugh track for me, and if that's kind of a bearing for me. If you take the laugh track out and it's not funny anymore, it's not really worth the writing.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I was falling out of my chair when anytime Joey would be like, "How you doing?" I'd be like, "Oh my god,
How do they come
is
up
there
with
anything
this?
better than this?" Oh my god.
My mother-in-law doesn't like shows that don't have a laugh track because she
Ooh.
doesn't know when to laugh.
What am I supposed
That's
to
what she
do?
said.
Really?
Yeah.
She's watching like Breaking Bad.
We
Like,
tried
I'm
to-
supposed to
we
laugh.
tried to get her to watch The Office once, and she's like, "This is the worst thing ever."
Oh, okay.
Laugh
Yeah.
tracks were better when it was in front of a live studio audience.
Even
I just was never a big sitcom. Like the audience laughs. I don't know. It just feels odd. Always feels like. Also, yeah, because if you can watch the clips where people will take out the laugh track, and it's like horrifying. It's like these like weird pauses they have, and it's like nothing they're saying is funny.
Yeah, then it
And-
turns like
yeah.
like dark really quickly.
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
you could add
no.
creepy music to
Yeah.
it and change the whole.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Joey's just sexually assaulting everyone. on the
Exactly.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, so that would be one for me. I also, fair confession, I have not seen a full episode of The Office from start to finish.
Whoa,
Well,
yo, that's
hey.
almost sacrilege.
I mean, especially in Utah.
Yeah.
This is a weirdly big part of Mormon culture is
Very much
is
so.
The Office.
Yeah.
Huge part of it.
Very
I think it's
big.
the suits. The
Might
ties,
be
maybe?
the suits. I don't.
I think
honestly-
it's because, like, for Mormon culture, it's a show that is just right on the line of edgy. Like,
it's funny.
There you
It
go.
You
is edgy,
know,
dude. Some of those
uh,
shit you couldn't get away with now.
there actually is shit they say back
Yeah.
then that you're like, holy shit. Like, that's,
yeah.
that's brave.
So
Yeah, so I mean, I hear a lot of hype.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
it's a great show.
You need to watch
Yeah.
it. It's amazing.
Like, you can just watch up until like when like Steve Carell leaves,
Then
then
it
it
sucks.
kind of starts
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fall off. But
Right, still finish it out.
you don't need to watch the first season.
What are you talking about? First season's amazing.
Yeah.
First season had
Diversity Day?
Diversity Day, the basketball game.
Well, I think they're just trying to be like the British Office.
They are, yeah.
And
Well, isn't the first episode like word for
Shot
word?
for shot.
Shot for
Yeah.
shot.
and like
Oh,
the
really?
British Office, like that can be legitimately hard to watch. It's like it is.
Because it's that good.
No.
Probably,
they
right?
play it. They play it
so dry.
Oh, yeah, it's so dry.
So dry.
So it feels a lot more
that,
real.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that to me, I respect that shit. That if that's what they're going for, and like that kind of thing, and they're like
check out the
leaning
British
hard.
Office.
Yeah,
Okay.
watch it. Just
All right. Check it
what
out.
about you, Colton? Any what's overrated?
Freddy Cougar?
5 Nights. No, not 5 Nights.
No,
Nightmare.
Freddy Cougar.
Like
Nightmare
the
on
I don't
Nightmare
know
on
what
Elm
that
Street.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Kruger. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
They said Cougar.
Never saw it.
I might have said
Freddy
that.
Cougar.
Yeah,
Freddy Cougar.
It was like right.
He fucking attacks these old. No, I don't like Freddy Cougar. I can kind of appreciate the movies, but I don't like. I think it's weird when people get like a tattoo of Freddy Krueger.
Don't say that, dude. You know I have that tattoo.
I think it's weird.
You know I have a full chest tattoo. No, I'm just kidding.
There's
I think it's weird, dude. He was a pedophile.
There's
It's
a-
like, oh, you're just getting a
Cool.
pedophile blasted on your body. You know what I
It's
mean?
a sick move, okay? I got the J. Epstein right here. It's like,
You were giving me shit about the pedophile shit earlier. You got one tattooed on your chest?
this is all jokes. But no, it's okay. So you don't like Nightmare on Elm Street? Wasn't expect. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
There is a Elm Street in Spokane.
Okay. Yeah, there is.
Have you ever had any nightmares there?
Watch it.
Watch it.
Well,
I'll watch it.
It's pop culture. You know what I
I'll
mean?
check it out because he has like the claw hand thing. Right?
Yeah, you can like come into your dreams.
It come into your dream.
Yeah, he comes so hard in your dreams, dude. Not on your tummy, into your dreams.
Okay.
I don't know if there's like any Freddy Krueger fans still left though. That was an old movie.
There's a bunch,
there
dude.
are.
It has a
Still
huge
Yeah,
like
okay.
a cult following.
Yeah, dude. You don't go to
I
Comic
haven't
Con.
seen it. Yeah, dude. I don't do Comic Con.
Well, there's a bunch of horror is like its own thing, and all those like serial
Horror's
killers.
very
and shit.
big, very
Okay.
niche, huge market.
So
You have a haunted castle in Salt Lake.
We do.
really,
Which how is that? Is that pretty cool?
It's Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, nice.
What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
A haunted castle?
We talking about the Mormon church? I can't- no, I went to it was a haunted. It was just like some Fear Factory place, but they're like it's only operating during like Halloween.
Oh,
Oh,
they
okay.
don't do
One of
year-round
those-
stuff.
That was my
I don't
question.
think they do year round stuff. I'm
thought
not
they do,
sure.
like,
it's
escape rooms and
supposed to
stuff
be
there.
like the best one, right?
I don't-
Like it's on like Travel Channel and shit. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, they've like done exposés on it. That it's like
Well, it looked badass when we were driving through. I was like, "Is this thing operational?"
It's cool. I mean, it's like
never
very
been.
industrial. You know, like you feel like.
Have you walked through it?
I was like outside of it yesterday.
yeah, but have you
Right,
done it
like-
like
I
during
never
Halloween?
ever went in.
Never
Oh.
done
Never
it.
went in.
Too
You know?
scary.
You do haunted
Honestly,
houses.
no, I don't really give a shit about them.
What about escape rooms? You like escape rooms?
I haven't. Wait, no, I haven't done one. No,
They
Have you?
suck.
Yeah, the last escape room I did, I was on mushrooms, and my friend was on.
That seems fun.
Yeah, my friend was on Molly, and all the girls were like pretty functional. So they were all doing stuff, and we were kind of sitting down, and there was a water spot on like this ceiling tile, and my buddy's like, "Dude, they got a leak there. I think obviously we gotta move that ceiling tile. Where's a stool?" So it's just like we're just looking for shit. It was fun.
No,
Dude, escape rooms not my thing. I did one once. If it wasn't for the other people, I'd be there to this day. Like it just I don't get how people's brains work for like we're just
Was-
gonna look for clues and
Was your escape room 2 years long and in Guatemala?
Ooh,
no. His real escape room is accepting his sexuality, and
That
that's
is,
the
yeah.
toughest escape room of all.
Yep.
You know,
I'm a flaming homosexual.
You heard it here first.
Bisexual.
so I only bring that up because anytime we'll talk about some gay shit, he really like messed
I
up.
do pull
He
back.
really has to let us know that he's not.
Well,
like that.
I don't.
And it's almost a little like sus.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you're like, why are you
All
being
right.
this like outspoken? You know, like
Well-
what's going on there?
Drew, I just want to let you know that I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's call your dad right now and tell him you like to suck cock.
That would be a fun prank.
Dude, that would be like,
Lance?
me-
Let's call Lance.
Lance would be like, me too. No way, dude. Yeah. Okay.
The other thing about doing escape rooms on mushrooms is when you come out of there, you're still in escape room mode.
Oh.
You know,
everywhere you look. You're
Yeah. You're like, so where's the car? Do we go to the car before we go to this coffee shop? Do we? Right?
Like, walk
Like,
in McDonald's, like, you say your number, you're like, can't be that. No way, it's me. Fucking with me right now. That's cool.
Wait. Last movie to make you cry.
oh, easy. Iron Fist.
Knew you were gonna say. I felt it.
You mean Iron Claw?
Did you? Iron Claw. Yeah, that's it.
okay.
Very different movie.
Netflix Marvel thing.
Different.
My bad. Iron Claw, dude.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I bawled my eyes out to Iron Claw like 3 times. I was trying to hide it from my wife the way I was laying on the couch.
This doesn't bother me at all. I don't really care about these guys. And then just, I love when you're trying to hide it.
Well,
You're
I'm an
like,
only child too. I'm an
Yeah.
only child, right? So
I'm
I'm
to have brothers.
so I'm crying. I'm bawling my eyes out, and I'm trying to hide it from my wife. And she's like, she asked me a question, and I was like, yeah. She's like, are you crying over there? And I was like, shut up. Right? And she goes, why is this movie hitting you so hard? You don't even have brothers.
Oh my god.
Bro, I was crying and I was laughing so hard because I just had got fucking roasted.
But also, it's so insane too. It's like, why are you crying? But I think you don't have brothers, and there's no way you can feel empathy for anyone, any other kind of human. Why would you feel empathy at all for anyone in their situation? Yeah.
My wife.
I
does
told
that.
her. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you go.
I told her, I was like, yeah, well, I don't have brothers and sisters, so I can like relate better, right? Because I can fill in the blanks. I'm like a shell.
You'd be like, that would be me.
Yeah,
that would've been my
exactly.
family.
Like you can't relate because you hate your
I'd be
family,
so-
whatever.
I'd be such a
That's
good
not
brother.
true, but like,
Yeah. We'd almost make it as wrestlers.
No, that is crazy. That's like if my wife doesn't know her biological parents, and that would be like if we're watching Lion King and Mufasa dies. I'm like, you don't even know. Like,
You're not get it. You're not even lying.
yeah, that comparison is crazy. It was so funny to me though. Like, it didn't hurt my feelings at all.
That's fucking wild. Okay.
and Chris,
Last movie to make me cry. Hidalgo.
When did you watch it?
A few weeks ago.
I was like, when it came out in
No.
2004?
No, I'm a big
I would say underrated movie.
great movie.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Do the
Viggo.
pod. Come on the pod,
Yeah,
Vigo.
yeah, yeah.
Where you at, Vigo?
He's hiding. He's ducking.
Ducking us. But no, it's a movie about how a Western like horse racer travels to Saudi Arabia to do this horse race that's like across the Arabian desert, and he wins against all odds. And I'm a competitive distance runner, and so it's like one of those things like the A to B just gets to me. Just gets to me.
Go from here to there.
here to there, man.
Is that Tobey Maguire movie?
That's Seabiscuit. Also a movie that makes me cry.
And Tobey Maguire, quick shout out to him as one of the most insane actors.
Amazing.
When he cries when he screams, it's like the most unhinged shit I've ever seen.
Tell you what, sometimes you just have to make a decision as an actor.
Well, he'll
And
do
he
the
does
thi-
that,
he-
you know?
he does that like in Great Gatsby. He was like, "Get the hell out of here!" Like it's so fucking crazy, but like
Yeah.
he's a cool guy, you know.
Nobody cries like him either, dude. The ugliest crier of all time.
Spider-Man 3,
Oh.
classic,
Great.
classic. When he starts like becoming bad boy Peter Parker,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
loved
Everyone
it.
knows that.
The
Keeps
scene where he's
keeps
walking
pointing
down
at the
there.
girls. Yeah, this is what
He's doing like the
badass.
shit like in front of the door.
Yeah, in front of like a Chase Bank, and he's like, "Come on."
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I know.
My
He goes emo and weird. That is not
Yeah.
emo.
My wife took a cinema class at BYU, and they played the clip of him going down the street, and the instructor was like, "This is the greatest scene in cinema history."
Yeah, dude. I took a film class at UVU which is anyone can get in. And my film professor came in and he was talking about how cool the movie Pixels looked. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Oh, Pixels.
That
Is
Adam Sandler movie
one.
where the like video game characters enter the real world and they like drive Mini Coopers and they're like, I don't know, that's how they get them out. It's something dumb like that. And he was like, that movie looks fucking awesome. And then I just dropped out of college. I was like, yeah, fuck this. Yeah. Like, this is...
Dropped out.
Yeah, I was like, this is not worth it.
Your opinion is not worth my credit.
Well, it's like, if this is, like, my professor is like, this is our aspiration is to make Pixels. I'm like, okay, I'm out.
No, definitely not.
Out of here. Okay,
So,
how about
go.
this? If there was one country you could nuke off the face of the earth, what would it be?
North Korea.
Go. Okay.
Because
a
they're
little,
Asian.
little boring, but hey, I like that it's not a white country, so
It's mainly
Points.
because
Okay, now I know better.
It's like annoying sometimes. It's like, yeah, no, we're definitely like a serious threat, and their navy is like a paper mache boat. You know?
oh yeah,
It's just kind of like, all right, let's just
get him out of here.
Yeah.
Get 'em
And
outta here.
People are starving. Just put them out of their misery.
yeah.
They
it's,
don't
you
know any better.
It's actually
It's-
humanitarian if you think about it.
You know, I mean, you have a dog, it's sick.
Kill it. Also, they're so brainwashed beyond belief. Anyways, you're like, we'll have to. If they enter our society, we'll have to tell them that Friends was a popular TV show.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes my wife will be like, "What if we're what if we're the brainwashed ones? What if
Oh,
North
what if-
Korea is actually free?"
Oh, red pill.
Yeah. What if?
What if? But okay, not a bad answer. Not a bad answer. Not the most exciting answer. The most exciting answer is when someone just
Zimbabwe.
fires off like a country that's like just some African country like Sudan. Like, why? Like, I don't know.
Because Coney 2012. That's why.
2012. Shout out to the director of that film.
Oh yeah.
He got caught masturbating in public, like just like in traffic on cars. He was just running around naked, just jacking off on cars.
Whoa.
That's how that ended. That's why that you just stopped hearing about it.
That's why that ended. I had no clue.
Also, none of the money went towards their goal.
No.
Yeah.
But I remember
great.
once again back to old Facebook posts. So many Facebook posts. Like,
Oh yeah.
guys, we gotta stop
yeah.
this. All these child
This is a
soldiers.
serious problem.
Yeah, Coney. What's going on with Coney?
I also remember the response to that was like, you don't give a shit about Coney, and they like posted a picture of Africa with all the like countries in it, and it said pointed to where Coney is doing his bullshit right now, and there was like a validation of like, you don't know shit.
Go ahead. No,
Quit, like,
trick
saying-
trick question. Africa's one country, so like, yeah. All right. Well, Colton, how about you? What country would you nuke off the earth?
Man, this is tough.
There's a lot of options out there.
There's a lot of options. Can I go over my options in real time?
Tell us how you're feeling.
All right. So, I mean, if you nuke China, that's really going to like fuck up the stuff we get.
It definitely would have an impact.
Yeah. So I don't
But
I like that answer.
So far, I'm a fan because it would also think about this: decrease the carbon footprint, global warming.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah. Like, who has the most cows?
not China.
Is that India?
Maybe
don't-
India.
Maybe
I
I don't know. I mean,
Well, because like they say that their carbon footprint's pretty big. Them cattle,
it
just
is.
shitting and
Also,
stuff.
they don't eat beef in India. Cause I've been there. Like you go to McDonald's there, just like it's like veggie burger.
Interesting.
So it's odd.
Okay. So they're not even using
I'm not
cows.
even using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's India. I mean, Israel's there's like a lot of problems there.
I would, at this point, I would take, if you said Israel and Palestine, I would accept that answer. Just
We get rid of the problem. Boom.
take it all out.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then we move in there, install Popeyes, change the whole region.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Dubai, they got some cool stuff, but
It's all fake.
yeah, who's living there?
No, it's not real.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking imagination land in Dubai.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where Epstein's hiding right now.
Oh yeah, he's still
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
dude. Yeah, maybe I'd nuke Dubai just to get Epstein the fuck out of here, dude.
Get him out once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. This is a fun answer. Yeah, dude. Fuck Dubai. What are you guys doing down there?
Yeah, just have a bunch of
Just
supercars.
Just have oil.
Yeah,
That's it.
you know how big that's gonna blow up?
Yeah, dude,
It's gonna explode.
we're all green now. We're all green over here.
Tesla, baby.
Elon, where you at?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer. It's fun. Yeah, but sometimes we have people that want to say like, "Can I nuke America?" I'm like, no.
Ugh,
We should
God.
fire those people immediately.
Yeah, it's also it's such a boring answer. But
Can I nuke America is the worst answer there is, dude.
yeah,
Why would you nuke the country that's gonna save the world?
exactly. No, dude, we're spreading.
Canada is
our
my
word.
favorite answer.
Canada is a fun. We've had a couple Canadas, and that's very fun.
Oh, interesting.
Just like take them out.
We had like 3 Frances.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. What do you have to say, Drew?
Well, I think these are 2 slam dunk hires.
Pretty good
The
hires.
music question, dude. The guilty pleasure, Creed and 69. That's
They're fun. I feel like okay. We have to determine your position though. So I feel like Chris. What do you think? I think you could be honestly.
I think it'd be fun to be a guard around Jimmy's glass box.
So we do
And,
have
like, maybe he could be the one who gives Jimmy his food.
Yeah, we do have another comic that we put in the glass cage because we were afraid of him around women. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm great at divvying out food.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, give him a little advice on,
I
on
feel
the
like Chris would
world.
talk to him.
Yeah, you know, like you'd be like you're giving someone food through the fence and like Auschwitz or something. Like you'd be like, yeah,
Which is ironic because I look like I receive food at Auschwitz.
yeah. No, I'm not judging. Zone of interest. Yeah, so I think that'd be a good position for you. Hand him food, and then also just an overall, you know, you just kind of give us a report every hour or two of like the vibe check in the building.
Cool. Vibe check.
Yeah.
I do like Colton's Team Drake openly. And
It is like it's so ballsy. I have to respect it, you know. But like what you would do on the team, I say why not just full blown software development? Like you're working on an app.
Soft war.
Software.
You're just working on an app. Because I don't know how that would. I don't think it would pan out well. So I think it'd be.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun.
Yeah. Soft war. I'd be into that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, just start. Oh, actually, you know what? Just start. You just take over our official Instagram account and just start picking fights with everyone.
Perfect.
And it go just deep in the Instagram comments.
I would love that, dude.
Yeah,
If they mention Eminem, I'm fucking
you get right
going
there.
in, dude.
Vaccines. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't believe in those vaccines.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
So,
think that's it.
when do we start?
Well, now you're officially
You're already
hired.
on. You're already
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
so,
yep.
All right.
yeah. Thanks for doing this.
Sick.
Anything you guys want to plug before we kick it?
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram. My name is at Jessop Jokes on all social media.
Yeah. At Colton Drake on Instagram.
There you
So
go.
follow me there. And then, yeah. All right. That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Preach.
Thank you guys. Fun.
Hell yeah.
That was good.
Bang. Lovely. I was taking glances at my stream, and I was like about that 45-minute mark, I was like, man, I have been showing just straight up taint.
And I didn't
this
have to hit a
entire time.
button, right? You hit the button. It was good.
So yeah, so this is transmitting to the camera.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, pretty good.
Because I saw that. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, you're good.
That was fun.
That was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that was a good round, dude. That was a class. We learned a lot.
And I've told Quinn about Spokane comedians, and now he sees that they're real.
We do
I
exist.
know they existed. Was that